country style. Buying everyone around, that's how it's going down. Buck wild. Throwing dollar bills like it's Beverly Hills. In this dive-bar, small town superstars going buck wild. We got those hondos, burning holes in our pockets. Is somebody call NASA, cause this night's going off like a rocket. We emptied out the ATM, so come on down and bring your friends. We're only drinking from the top shelf, so treat yourself. Going buck wild, rolling country style. Buying everyone around, that's how it's going down. Buck wild, throwing dollar bills like it's Beverly Hills. In this dive-bar, small town superstars going buck wild. B-U-C-K like it's payday. B-U-C-K like it's payday. B-U-C-K like it's payday. B-U-C-K. This shit's going crazy. Going buck wild. Rolling country style. Buying everyone around, that's how it's going down. Buck wild. Throwing dollar bills like it's Beverly Hills. In this dive-bar, small town superstars going buck wild. Throwing dollar bills. Yeah, we throwing dollar bills, y'all.
Well, howdy, folks. Welcome to Buck Wild. Thanks for tuning in. Got a good lineup tonight. Some originals, of course, and got a good mixture from a lot of our members here. So we're going to play a little bit of Russian roulette with the songs, maybe. None of them come over to where I have any names or titles. So if I get it wrong, I'm sorry, but I'm going to try. Maybe we can play a guessing game. Up first, though, we do have Boca and Jen. This should be good. I love it when they sing together. So this one is Come Over is the name of the song.
Thanks for joining.
My pleasure, Boca.
Turn the TV off, turn it on again. Staring at the blade, the fan that spins around. Counting every crack, the clock is wide awake. Talking to myself, anything to make a sound. I told you I wouldn't call, I told you I wouldn't care. Baby, climbing the walls gets me nowhere. I don't think I can take this bed getting any colder. Come over, come over, come over.
You can say we're done the way you always do. It's easier to lie to me than to yourself. Forget about your friends, you know they're gonna say we're bad for each other, but we ain't good for anyone else.
you I wouldn't call. I told you I wouldn't care. But baby, climbing the walls gets me nowhere. Don't think I can take this bed getting any colder. Come over, come over, come over, come over. We don't have to miss each other. Come over.
We don't have to fix each other. Come over.
We don't have to say forever. Come over.
You don't have to stay forever.
Come over.
Come over. I
Told you I wouldn't call. I told you I wouldn't care. But baby, climbing the walls gets me nowhere. I don't think I can take this bed getting any colder. Come over, come over, come over, come over.
come over, come over, come over, come over, come over. Come over, come over, come over, come over, come over. Come over, come over, come over, come over, come over.
Come over.
Come over, come over,
Climbing
come over,
on
come over,
the
come
walls
over.
gets me nowhere. Climbing on the walls gets me nowhere.
Come over, come over, come over, come over.
Come over.
That was fabulous. Jen and Boca, that was really good. I knew it was going to be. So, up next we have, hopefully I got this right, Gary, also known as Whiskey on Smule, with Don't Come Looking.
Got a head full of noise, about 100 different things I'm trying to avoid. Got a mind in the gutter, got trouble on one hand, a beer in the other. Got the windows down, fingers crossed, just looking for a brand new way to get lost. So long, four wheels turning, tank full of gas down the road I'm burning. Can't say I would and I can't say I wouldn't if I don't come back. Don't come looking now. Feels good, about time. Blue skies ahead and BS behind. Got the wind in my hair, I got nowhere to go, so I'm already there. Maybe Moby, maybe Rockies, maybe the Great Salt Plains or the hills of Kentucky. Maybe north, maybe south, I don't care as long as it's now. So long, four wheels turning, tank full of gas down the road I'm burning. Can't say I would and I can't say I wouldn't if I don't come back. Don't come looking now. Come on, if you want to get down tonight, come on. If you're looking for a real good time, come on. If you kind of want to lose your mind, and so long, four wheels turning, tank full of gas down the road I'm burning. Can't say I would and I can't say I wouldn't if I don't come back. Don't come looking. So long, four wheels turning, tank full of gas down the road I'm burning. Can't say I would and I can't say I wouldn't if I don't come back. Don't come looking now.
Woo! That was awesome. Awesome, awesome. Great job on that, Gary. Y'all can find him over on Smule. His Smule name is, I'm sorry, momentarily distracted there for a second, Whiskey. So find our WBAM chat, our Smule group, and he's in there. So next we have Nips with a little bit of Tim McGraw and Don't Take the Girl. This is a great song. One of my favorites. 90s classic country. You can't go wrong with that, right?
Johnny's daddy was taking him fishing when he was 8 years old. A little girl came through the front gate holding a fishing pole. His dad looked down and smiled, said, "We can't leave her behind. Son, I know you don't want her to go, but someday you'll change your mind." And Johnny said, "Take Jimmy Johnson, take Tommy Thompson, take my best friend Bo. Take anybody that you want, as long as she don't go. Take any boy in the world. Daddy, please don't take the girl." Same old boy, same sweet girl, 10 years down the road. He held her tight and kissed her lips in front of the picture show. Stranger came and pulled a gun, grabbed her by the arm, said, "If you do what I tell you to, there won't be any harm." And Johnny said, "Take my money, take my wallet, take my credit cards. Here's a watch that my grandpa gave me. Here's a keys to my car. Mister, give it a whirl. But please don't
Same old boy, same sweet girl. 5 years down the road, there's gonna be a little one, and she says it's time to go. Doctor says the baby's fine, but you'll have to leave, 'cause his mom is fading fast down. Johnny hit his knees and there he prayed, take the very breath you gave me, take the heart from my chest. I'll gladly take a place if you let me. Make this my last request. Take me out of this world. God, please don't take girl. Johnny's daddy was taking a bear shell when he was 8 years old.
Well, that was awesome, Nips. Thank you for sending that in. That's a great song. And I agree with Mandy. It did make me cry the first time I heard it too. And I think it just makes me get a knot in my throat. Such a sweet song. Alrighty. So up next, we have Mr. Aaron Malone with some Chris Stapleton and Fire Away. I love this song. This is a great one.
I was toting my pack along the dusty Winnemucca Road when along came a semi with a high-end canvas covered load. If you're going to Winnemucca, Mac, with me you can ride. And so I climbed into the cab and then I settled down inside. He asked me if I'd seen a road with so much dust and sand. I said, listen, I've traveled every road in this here land. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Cross the deserts bare, man. I breathe the mountain air, man. Travel, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've been to Reno, Chicago, Fargo, Minnesota, Buffalo, Toronto, Winslow, Sarasota, Wichita, Tulsa, Ottawa, Oklahoma, Tampa, Panama, Mattawa, La Paloma, Bangor, Baltimore, Salvador, Amarillo, Tocopila, Barranquilla, Padilla, Ramakilla. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Cross the deserts bare, man. Breathe the mountain air, man. Travel, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've been to Boston, Charleston, Dayton, Louisiana, Washington, Houston, Kingston, Texarkana, Monterey, Faraday, Santa Fe, Tallapoosa, Glen Rock, Black Rock, Little Rock, Oskaloosa, Hennessy, Chicopee, Spirit Lake, Grand Lake, Devil's Lake, Crater Lake, for Pete's sake. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Cross the deserts bare, man. Breathe the mountain air, man. Travel, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've been to Louisville, Nashville, Knoxville, on my bike to Chevrolet, Jacksonville, Waterville, Costa Rica, Pastersville, Slagensville, Bakersfield, Shreveport, Hackensack, Cadillac, Fond du Lac, Davenport, Idaho, Jericho, Argentina, Donaldina, Pasadena, Catalina, see what I mean? I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Cross the desert bare, man. Breathe the mountain air, man. Travel, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've been to Pittsburgh, Parkersburg, Gravelburg, Colorado, Ellensburg, Rexburg, Vicksburg, Eldorado, Larimore, Atmore, Haverstraw, Chattanooga, Chaska, Nebraska, Alaska, Opelika, Baraboo, Waterloo, Kalamazoo, Kansas City, Sioux City, Cedar City, Dodge City, Waterbury. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Cross the desert bare, man. I breathe the mountain air, man. Travel, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've been everywhere.
Well, I had that off, didn't I? That was not far away. My bad. Sorry about that. Told y'all we're having a little bit of a Russian roulette radio tonight, so maybe I'll get the next one right. We'll see, right? I think this is Green Grass of Home by Stevie Woos. Let's see if I'm right. And I'm not. Sorry, y'all.
Johnny's daddy was taking.
Got a head full of noise, about 100 different things I'm trying to avoid. Got a mind in the gutter, got trouble on one hand, a beer in the other, got the windows down, fingers crossed. Just looking for a brand new way to get lost. So long, four wheels turning, tank full of gas down the road I'm burning. Can't say I would and I can't say I wouldn't if I don't come back. Don't come looking now. Feels good, about time. Blue skies ahead and BS behind. Got the wind in my hair, I got nowhere to go, so I'm already there. Maybe Moby, maybe Rockies, maybe the Great Salt Plains or the hills of Kentucky, maybe north, maybe south. I don't care as long as it's now. So long, four wheels turning, tank full of gas down the road I'm burning. Can't say I would and I can't say I wouldn't if I don't come back. Don't come looking now. Come on, if you wanna get down tonight, come on. If you're looking for a real good time, come on. If you kinda wanna lose your mind, and so long, four wheels turning, tank full of gas down the road I'm burning. Can't say I would and I can't say I wouldn't if I don't come back. Don't come looking. So long, four wheels turning, tank full of gas down the road I'm burning. Can't say I would and I can't say I wouldn't if I don't come back. Don't come looking now.
Well, you guys got a double taste of Mr. Gary. Russian roulette of karaoke radio. That's what we're doing tonight. So, all right. And we're going to guess who this next one is because I'm not even going to try to go through that list again.
Well, it was all that I could do to keep from crying. Sometimes it seems so useless to remain, but you don't have to call me darling, darling. You never even call me by my name.
don't have to call me Waylon Jennings. And you don't have to call me Charlie Pride. And you don't have to call me Merle Haggard anymore. Even though you're on my fighting side.
And I'll hang around as long as you will let me. And I never minded standing in the rain. But you don't have to call me darling, darling. You never even called me by my name. Well, I've heard my name a few times in your phone book.
And I've seen it on signs where I played. But the only time I know
I'll hear David Allen Coe is when Jesus has his final judgment day. And I'll hang around as long as you will let me. And I never minded standing in the rain. No, you don't have to call me darling, darling. You never even call me by my name. Well, a friend of mine named Steve Goodman wrote that song, and he told me it was the perfect country and western song.
I wrote him back a letter and I told him it was not the perfect country and western song because he hadn't said anything at all about mama
Or trains,
or trucks
or prison.
or getting drunk.
Well, he sat down and wrote another verse to the song, and he sent it to me. And after reading it, I realized that my friend had written the perfect country and western song.
And I felt obliged to include it on this album. The last verse goes like this here.
Well, I was drunk the day my mom got out of prison. And I went to pick her up in the rain. But before I could get to the station in my pickup truck, she got run over by a goddamn train. And I'll hang around as long as you will let me. And I never minded standing in the rain. No, you don't have to call me darling, darling. You never even call me. Well, I wonder why you don't call me. Why don't you ever call me by my name?
Well, if that wasn't just a classic, I don't know what is. That is a great song. One of those songs that you have to sing if you're out singing karaoke and you're just drunk, just shit faced. I might have to sing that next time I go to the karaoke bar. Fun song for real. All right, up next, I think I've got this right. We'll see. We have Miss Found Soul. Haley gave me this song to play, and it's Whenever You Come Around. It's the acoustic version. She blows this out of the water, y'all. Fabulous, fabulous. So let's check out Haley.
The face of an angel, pretty eyes that shine. I lie awake at night, wishing you were mine. I'm standing here holding the biggest heartache in town. Whenever you come my breath. Oh, I try to speak, but the words won't come. I'm so scared to death. And when you smile that smile, the world turns upside down. Whenever you come about you that makes me keep my feelings here. I wish I could tell you, but the words can't be found. Whenever you come around, I get weak in the knees and I lose my breath. Try to speak, but the words won't come. I'm so scared to death. And when you smile that smile, the world turns upside down. Whenever you come around, just to walk away, Joe. Born to be a believer till you found the word tree. Destined to deceive her, he's the wrong kind of paradise. But it was just another lesson in life. That boy's just to walk away, Joe. All it was a walk away, Joe. My breath. Oh, I try to speak, but the words won't come. I'm so scared to death. And when you smell that smile, the world turns upside down. Whenever you come around, and when you smell that smile, the world turns upside down. Whenever you come around, whenever you come around.
Just beautiful. God, that was gorgeous. Thank you for sending that to me, Haley. So I posted in our chat room that they're going to be having a country competition. It's a 90s country. So this auction base is called Grungy County Auction. So they're going to be starting the 1st of November. And I put all the details in the chat room. I will also put it in my room as well. So if you guys want to register for this, I'm in 2 comps now, or I would. I really, really wish I could do a third, but I think that'd be a little too much for me. So I will pass and wait. Jen's gonna be in it, so I'm gonna be rooting on for her. But y'all sign up for this because it's gonna be so much fun. These competitions are so much fun, and you get to learn a lot. You get to sing a lot of different things, and it's just a good time. It is. And if y'all want any details, send me a message. Hit me up on Facebook or Smule or Line, and I can give you all the details. So up next, we have Miss Heather Carr and Al Dentist with Walking in Memphis. I picked this off of her page, so if she's listening tonight, I did. I stole it from your page.
Hi, we're doing one-hit wonders from the 90s here on Armed Forces Radio. I'm Al Dentist. Please harmonize with me or just sing along. Put on my blue suede shoes and I boarded the plane. Touchdown in the land of the Delta Blues in the middle of the pouring rain. W.C. Handy, won't you look down over me? Yeah, I got a first class ticket, but I'm as blue as a boy can be. Then I'm walking in Memphis, was walking with my feet 10 feet off the beam. Was walking in Memphis, but do I really feel the way I feel? Saw the ghost of Elvis on Union Avenue, followed him up to the gates of Graceland. Then I watched him walk right through. Now security did not see him, they just hovered around his tomb. But there's a pretty little thing waiting for the king down in the jungle room. When I was walking in Memphis, I was walking with my feet 10 feet off a beam. I was walking in Memphis, but do I really feel the way I feel? They've got catfish on the table, they've got gospel in the air, and Reverend Green, be glad to see you when you haven't got a prayer. But boy, you've got a prayer in Memphis. Now Muriel plays piano every Friday at the Hollywood, and they brought me down to see her, and they asked me if I would do a little number, and I sang with all my might. She said, tell me, are you a Christian child? And I said, ma'am, I am tonight. Was walking to Memphis, was walking with my feet 10 feet off a beam. Was walking to Memphis, but do I really feel the way I feel? Walking to Memphis, was walking with my feet 10 feet off a beam. Walking to Memphis, face. But do I really feel the way I feel? Put on my blue suede shoes and I boarded the plane. Touchdown in the land of the Delta Blues, in the middle of the pouring rain. Touchdown in the land of the Delta Blues, in the middle of the pouring rain. Thanks so much for joining me.
You're welcome. That was fabulous. Beyond fabulous. That was amazing. Heather and Al Dentist. I don't think I've ever seen him before until now. I'll have to check him out. He was spot on with that. Awesome voice. Alrighty, so up next we have Just My Muff and Let's Rock It with the Joker and the Queen. Don't think I've heard this before. I believe it's a Taylor Swift song. So let's check this out.
Looking back over the years of all the things I've always meant to say, but the words didn't come easily. So many times through empty fears of all the nights I tried to pick up the phone, so scared of who might be answering.
I was wrong on the song and the singers. My bad. That was Erin Malone and Tank RS. Not sure who she is, but she's got a beautiful voice with The Heart Won't Lie. So I think this one that I have up next is Just My Muff and Let's Rock It. Let's see if I'm right.
How was I to know? It's a crazy thing. I showed you my hand and you still let me win. And who was I to say that this was meant to be? The road that was broken brought us together. A thousand kings and heart that would give you a diamond ring when I fall. You see the best in me, the joker and the queen. I've been played before, if you haven't guessed. So I kept my cards close to my foolproof vest. But you called my bluff and said through all my tells. And then you went all in and we left together. And I know you think what makes a king is gold, a palace and diamond rings. When I fold, you see the best in me, the joker and the queen. And I know you can fall for a thousand kings and heart. Give you a diamond ring when I folded. You saw the best in me, the joker and the queen. The joker and the queen. You'd always be my king.
Well, that was pretty. I've never heard that song before. Great job, guys. So up next, we have Maggie and J-Rock with Tennessee Whiskey. I love this song. This is a good one.
Worked all week, got it all done. Let's make a Tennessee River run. Hey, everybody, I think the time is right. Let's get together down where the catfish bite. Cooped up all winter, waiting on a day like this. It's the way I feel when I'm rocking on the water. Baby, I can't resist. Barbecue grill, summertime jam, just a mile above the Pickwick Dam. Party on the water, whole lot of fun. Time to make a Tennessee River run. I'll get get my bass boat, crank up your party barge. We'll drop these anchors out where the big boats are. Break out a cooler and pass out some ice cold beer. Look at all the people out here on the water. Man, I can't believe we're here. Swinging on a rope, gonna have a ball. Jumping off the Yellow Creek waterfall. Checking out the honeys, baking in the sun. God bless the Tennessee River run. Oh, what a weekend. We've had some time to play. I should be leaving. Tomorrow's a work week day. I just might call in and tell them that I can't get home. Does anybody else wanna stay longer, or I'm gonna be alone? Floating on a tube, gonna weigh a ton. Cajun sausage on a hot dog bun. Barbecue grill, summertime jam, just a mile above the Pickwick Dam. Party on the water, whole lot of fun. Gonna have a Tennessee River run. Nothing like the Tennessee River run. I love a Tennessee River run. Whoop up a Tennessee River run.
Well, I was off on that one. That was Eric O.C. Poacher with Tennessee River Run, and not Maggie and J-Rock. I think this one is it. Let's see if I'm right.
Used to spend my nights out in the bar room. Liquor was the only love I've known. But you rescued me from reaching for the bottom, brought me back from being too far gone. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. And honey, I stay stoned on your love.
I look for love in all the same old places. Found the bottom of the bottle's always dry. But when you poured out your heart, I didn't waste it. 'cause there's nothing like your love to get me high. Oh, you're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. Oh, you're as warm as a glass of brandy. And honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. Oh, you're as warm as a glass of brandy. Yes, you are. And honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. And you're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. Tennessee whiskey. Oh, Tennessee whiskey.
Woo! That was amazing. Great job, guys. Maggie, J Rock, that was fabulous. Love that song. All righty. So up next, I think I have Smile by Spanky. Let's see if I'm right. We're going to take bets. Who wants to bet that I'm wrong? I know I better not say that. I'll lose.
I still remember the night we met. You said you loved my smile. Your love for me was like a summer breeze. Oh, it lasted for a while. I could hold on a little tighter, I know. But when you love someone, you gotta let them go. So I'm gonna smile, 'cause I wanna make you happy. Laugh so you can see me cry. Gonna let you go instead, even if it kills me. I'm gonna smile. Kiss me once for the good times, baby. Kiss me twice for goodbye. You can't help how you don't feel, then it doesn't matter why. Give me a chance to bow gracefully. That's how I want you to remember me. So I'm gonna smile, 'cause I wanna make you happy. Laugh so you can see me cry. Gonna let you go instead, and even if it kills me, I'm gonna smile. find the courage, laugh. So you won't see me hurting, gonna let you go instead. Even if it kills me, I'm gonna smile.
That was absolutely beautiful, Matt and Spanky. So glad that I found that on your page. All right. So up next, let's see if I have this one right. Well, give me a second, y'all. Operator error. Story of my life. All right, we got Red by Mr. Paul over at Thrive up next.
Well, I called my wife with another man. It cost me 99 on a prison farm in Georgia, close to the Florida line. Well, I've been here for 2 long years. I finally made the warden my friend. So he sentenced me to a life at ease, taking care of old Red. Now old Red, he's the damnedest dog that I've ever seen. Got a nose that can smell my 2-day trail. He's a 4-legged tracking machine. You consider yourself mighty lucky, get past the gators in the quicksand bed. But all these years that I've been here, ain't nobody got past Red. And the warden saying, come on somebody, why don't you run? Old Red's itching to have a little fun. Get my lantern, get my gun, Red'll have your treat for the morning come. I paid off the guard and slipped out a letter to my cousin up in Tennessee. Oh, and he brought down a blue tick hound. Well, she was pretty as she could be. Well, they pinned her up in the swampland about a mile just south of the gate. And I take old Red for his evening run, and I dropped him off and just wait. And the one saying, come on somebody, why don't you run? Old Red's itching to have a little fun. Get my lantern, get my gun, Red, I had a treat for the morning come. Now old Red got real used to seeing his lady every night. So I kept him away for 3 or 4 days and waited till the time got right. Well, I made my run with the evening sun. I smiled when I heard him let old Red out. So I was headed north to Tennessee, and old Red was headed south. And the one saying, come on somebody, why don't you run? Old Red's itching to have a little fun. Getting my lantern, getting my gun, ready to have a treat for the morning comes. There's red hair, blue ticks all in the south. Love got me in here and love got me out.
That was fabulous, Paul. Good song. So, all right, up next. I don't know who this is because, yeah, I don't know. We're going to take a guessing game here. Let's see who this is.
It's Saturday evening. You know it's Smorgasbord with Gwen. You're listening to Starshine Radio, some music from Hank Jr. Well, I kicked the habit of smoking back some time ago. And I tried the hard stuff, but I had to let all of that go. But the toughest thing I ever gave up was today. 'Cause old habits like you are hard to break. I use lifesavers to help me get off cigarettes. But you know, for your love, I ain't found no lifesavers yet. And I've gone cold turkey, it's not even one kiss a day. And old habits like you are hard to break. Old habits like you are hard to break. Love with someone new is so hard to make. I had grown so used to you and all of your ways. And old habits like you are hard to break.
That was Mr. Roger with Old Habits. Fabulous job on that song. That's a good one. Up next, I think this is. Let me get the wheel out. Oh, what a thrill. DC Presley. Let's see if I'm right. I don't think I am, though. But we'll see.
Oh, understood. I should be thankful, Lord, I know I should. But Lord, I hope this day is good.
Lord, have you forgotten me? I've been praying to you faithfully. I'm not saying I'm a righteous man, but Lord, I hope you understand.
I don't need fortune and I don't need fame. Send down the thunder, Lord, send down the rain.
And when you're planning how it will be, plan a good day for me. Lord, I hope this day is good. I'm feeling empty and misunderstood. I should be thankful, Lord, I know I should. But Lord, I hope this day is good. You've been the king since the dawn of time. All that I'm asking is a little less crime.
It might be hard for the devil to do,
But it would be easy for you. Lord, I hope this day is good. I'm feeling empty and misunderstood. I should be thankful, Lord, I know I should. But Lord, I hope this day is good.
amen.
Thank you so much for this beautiful, beautiful song. That's how we start our day.
Beautiful job, guys. That's a good song. Hadn't heard it in a really long time. Y'all did a fabulous job on that. Alrighty, so up next, I have myself and Alto Diva Queen with Hurt. A little bit of Johnny Cash. This is a great song and a great version.
I hurt myself today to see if I still feel. Focus on the pain, only thing that's real. The needle tears a hole, the old familiar sting. Try to kill it all away, but I remember everything. What have I become? My sweetest friend. Everyone I know goes away in the end. And you could have it all, my empire. feelings disappear. You're someone else. I am still right here. What have I become? My sweetest friend. Everyone I know goes away in the end. You could have it all. My empire of dirt. I will let you down. I will make you hurt. If I could start again, a million miles away, I would keep myself. I would find a way.
Alrighty. That's such a pretty version. I love the piano or acoustic versions of any song. I love them. So, all right. So the last one before I start doing the originals is coming from our own DBK with one of my favorite Tim McGraw songs. I love this song, and I know he's going to do absolutely fabulous on it, with Live Like You Were Dying.
He said I was in my early 40s with a lot of life before me, and a moment came that stopped me on a dime. I spent most of the next days looking at the x-rays, talking about the options and talking about sweet time. I asked him when it sank in that this might really be the real end. How's it hit you when you get that kind of news? Man, what you do? I went skydiving, I went Rocky Mountain climbing, I went 2.7 seconds on a bull named Fu Manchu, and I loved deeper, and I spoke sweeter, and I gave forgiveness I've been denying. And he said, someday I hope you'll get the chance to live like you were dying. He said I was finally the husband, and most of the time I wasn't, and I became a friend a friend would like to have. And all of a sudden, no ambition wasn't such an imposition, and I went 3 times that year. I lost my day. Well, I finally read the good book, and I took a good long hard look at what I'd do if I could do it all again. I went skydiving, I went Rocky Mountain climbing, I went 2.7 seconds on a bull named Fu
That was fabulous. That was DBK 561 over on Smule with Live Like You Were Dying. One of my favorites. And that's one of those songs that when you first start listening to it, it makes you tear up, but then it gets better and it's not so sobby. So he did awesome with that. So up next, we have some originals. And the first one I'm going to play is Michael Ward, and The Wolf Radio, I believe is his band name. But the song, I got a little intro I'm going to play first, and then the song is called The Wolf. So let's check him out.
Hey, this is Michael Ward. I'm from Perth, Western Australia, and this is a brand new single, The Wolf. Ow! Ow, 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 ow! Enjoy.
Come with me tonight. I'll take you on misadventures to a place so dark with fright. To a place so dark tonight. Do not fear me, baby. Do not fear my bite. It's gonna change your life forever. Yes, starts tonight. Your new life, yes, starts tonight. When the sun goes down and the moonlight fills the sky, I can feel the change happening inside. When the sun goes down, the moonlight fills your eyes. I'll be howling at the moon tonight. Chin. Yeah, take your fill, leave the bones, release that beast within. Don't you know I love that beast within? Fills the sky. I can feel the change happening inside. When the sun goes down, the moonlight fills your eyes.
catchy. Michael Ward, The Wolf, an Australian band. So, pretty fitting song for this time of the year and Halloween around the corner. So, up next, we have another original. And if any of y'all want any information about these songs and these people or where to find them, send me a message and I'll direct you in that way. So, all right, Johnny Russell. I've got a little bit of a bio on him that I'll play. And the name of the song is American's Unsung Hero Song. This should be good. I'm kind of excited to hear this one.
Hi, this is Johnny Russell from Sydney, Australia. This is my tribute song to America's most decorated soldier of World War II, Audie Murphy. Hope you enjoy it.
Ever since I can remember, as a small boy, whenever they'd say, next Western will screen Audie Murphy, I still feel that emotion today. Nobody ever could match him. His draw was the best, they'd all say. He was my matinee hero. He was then, still is today. He was a cowboy, a matinee hero, and the writer of sad country songs. Shutters and Boards is my favorite. Like his movies, that song will live on. America's last unsung hero is Hollywood's lost, there's no doubt. Thanks for a lifetime of memories. That's what this old song's all about. Oh, to me, Audie's face showed the sadness of a young life of war and regrets. The world knows he came home a hero, but a hero just never forgets. The path that he chose wasn't easy. Lord knows he was put to the test. Audie Murphy was one in a million. His memory stands out from the rest. He was a cowboy, a matinee hero, and the writer of sad country songs. Shutters and Boards is my favorite. Like his movies, that song will live on. America's last unsung hero is Hollywood's lost, there's no doubt. Thanks for a lifetime of memories. That's what this old song's all about. He was a cowboy, a matinee hero, and the writer of sad country songs. Shutters and Boards is my favorite. Like his movies, that song will live on. America's last unsung hero is Hollywood's lost, there's no doubt. Thanks for a lifetime of memories. That's what this old song.
Well, that was a sweet song. That was Johnny Russell, America's Unsung Hero. So, you guys, I think I missed a couple of songs from some of our members, and I'm going to go back and I'm going to try to play them after I finish. I got 2 more originals, and then I'll play the ones that I missed. So, up next is Morgan Tucker with Only Now and Then. And I don't have a bio on him.
Well, I remember the way she laughed. We were out on a veranda in that photograph. Her feet on the table and her arm around me, the other hand resting the drink on the frayed knee of her jeans. We were just getting by on barely enough. These days I don't think of her too much. Only now and then. Only now and then. Only when night comes to an end. Only now and then. Remember the thunder rumbling all around, the storm clouds rolling in and the rain coming down. Sat out there drinking in the dying light, fireflies in the valley on that warm December night. Flashing lights like magic when the day turned to dust. And these days I don't think of her too much. Only now and then. Only now and then. Only when the night comes to an end. Only now and then.
Alrighty, so that was Morgan Tucker with Only Now and Then. Pretty good song. Got a good beat to it. And this is Abby Grace. I've played her before. It's been a little while, but I got a new song for her. It's called Lost. So here is Abby Grace.
Roof over my head, nice comfy bed, I'm lost. Cupboard's not bad, got nice clothes to wear, I'm lost. I'm lost.
I know I'm strong, can get along. I'm lost, I'm lost, I'm lost. Can't be found nowhere around. I'm lost. Where am I? Who am I? Oh, why am I so lost? My heart aches, this sadness breaks. I'm lost. Where's my man to take my hand? I'm lost. I'm lost. Can't be found. Oh, nowhere around. I'm lost. Where am I? Who am I? Oh, why am I so lost? Why am I so lost? Why am I so lost?
Great song. Kind of fitting for my night. I was kind of lost, wasn't I? For a little while. All right, so we got about 3 songs that I missed. So I'm going to play them. And this one is one by Odie One Canody. I've Been Everywhere. I love his voice. He's got a great voice, so it should be good.
I was toting my pack along the dusty Winnemucca Road when a long canvas semi with a high-end canvas covered load. If you're going to Winnemucca, Mac, with me you can ride. And so I climbed into the cab and then I settled down inside. He asked me if I'd seen a road with so much dust and sand. I said, listen, I've traveled every road in this here land. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Cross the deserts bare, man. I breathe the mountain air, man. Travel, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've been to Reno, Chicago, Fargo, Minnesota, Buffalo, Toronto, Winslow, Sarasota, Wichita, Tulsa, Ottawa, Oklahoma, Tampa, Panama, Mattawa, La Paloma, Bangor, Baltimore, Salvador, Amarillo, Tocopila, Barron, Tampa, Diller, I'm a killer. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Cross the deserts bare, man. Breathe the mountain air, man. Travel, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've been to Austin, Charleston, Dayton, Louisiana, Washington, Houston, Kingston, Texarkana, Monterey, Faraday, Santa Fe, Tallapoosa, Glen Rock, Black Rock, Little Rock, Oskaloosa, Tennessee, Hennessy, Chicopee, Spirit Lake, Grand Lake, Devil's Lake, Crater Lake, for Pete's sake. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Cross the deserts bare, man. Breathe the mountain air, man. Travel, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've been to Louisville, Nashville, Knoxville, on my bike to Chevrolet, Jacksonville, Waterville, Costa Rica, Pastersville, Swagenville, Bakersfield, Shreveport, Hackensack, Cadillac, Fond du Lac, Davenport, Idaho, Jericho, Argentina, Donaldina, Pasadena, Catalina, see what I mean? I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Cross the desert bare, man. Breathe the mountain air, man. Travel, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've been to Pittsburgh, Parkersburg, Gravelburg, Colorado, Ellensburg, Rexburg, Vicksburg, Eldorado, Larimore, Atmore, Haverstraw, Chattanooga, Shaska, Nebraska, Alaska, Opelika, Baraboo, Waterloo, Kalamazoo, Kansas City, Sioux City, Cedar City, Dodge City, what a I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Cross the desert bare, man. I breathe the mountain air, man. Travel, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've been everywhere.
That was fabulous, Odie. That is a good song, too. I hadn't heard that in a really long time. Great job on that. All righty. So up next, we have Green Grass of Home by Stevie Woos. I don't think I played this one. I don't think I did. If I did, y'all remind me.
WBAM Radio, the station that stops the nation. The old hometown looks the same as I step down from the train, and there to meet me is my mama and papa. Down the road I look, and there runs Mary, hair of gold and lips like cherries. It's good to touch the green, green grass of home. Yes, they'll all come to meet me, arms reaching, smiling sweetly. It's good to touch the green, green grass of home. The old house is still standing, though the paint is cracked and dry. And there's that old oak tree that I used to play on. Down the lane I walk with my sweet Mary, hair of gold and lips like cherries. It's good to touch the green, green grass of hope. Then I wake and look around me at four gray walls that surround me. And I realize, yes, I was only dreaming. For there's a God and there's a sad old padre. Arm in arm we'll walk at daybreak again touch the green, green grass of home. Yes, they'll all come to meet me in the shade of that old oak tree as they lay me neath the green, green grass of home.
Fabulous job on that. That was awesome, Stevie. And also giving us a shout out for WBAM radio. Appreciate that. That was amazing. Okay, up next I have Mr. Aaron Malone with Fire Away. And I have one more after this.
Unload up the questions and pick up your sticks and your stones, and pretend I'm a shelter from heartaches that don't have a home. And choose the words that cut like a razor, that I'll say is fire away. Take your best shot, show me what you got, honey. I'm not afraid. Ready back and take it. Far away. Well, I wish I could say that I've never been here before, but you know, and I know that I'll always come back for more. Your love might be my damnation, but I'll cry to my grave and fire away. Take your best shot, show me what you got, honey. I'm not afraid. Right back and take it and fire away. Take your best shot, show me what you got, honey. I'm not
That was amazing, Aaron. Great job on that. Love that song. You nailed it. That was fabulous. That's one of them songs you can just listen to over and over again. All right, so we've got for the last song tonight is "Oh What a Thrill" by DC Presley. So sorry, I almost missed you earlier. That's not good. I got to do better, and I promise I will. So.
Oh, girl, any moment I may kiss your lips. Oh, it's been a while now since I felt like this. Oh, girl, please don't refuse me, 'cause I'm so scared you will. Oh, what a thrill. Oh, what a thrill. Stars in the sky, stars stand still. Oh, what a thrill. Woman, words fail me. Your lips are sweet and warm. I long to console you and hold you in my arms. Oh, won't you? You were my baby. Oh, you're my baby still. Oh, what a thrill. Oh, what a thrill. Stars in the sky, stars stand still. Oh, what a thrill. 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 Oh, what a thrill.
That was fabulous, DC. Love that song. I haven't heard that one in a while either. You know, your name, Presley, and you have a voice that sounds like Elvis. I swear, every time I hear you, I think of Elvis Presley. But that was a good song, and thank you for turning it in to me. And thanks, you guys, for tuning in tonight through this madness of Buck Wild Russian roulette, Smule music. Anyway, don't forget to sign up for the competition, for the country competition. You guys need to check it out. It's a great one, and it's going to be really good and a lot of fun. So if you can, sign up for it. If you want information about it, let me know, and I'll send it over to you. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and I will see y'all next week. Don't get too buck wild out there.